There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48. Built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Green Bay Packers.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4. And it was the Packers who won that game on the road, so they'll be trying to win the season series here at home in Lambeau. And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys.
And now the rookie's free.
Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10.
Touchdown, Packers. A great play there.
With his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Carlson's extra point up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. Khalil Herbert to return it from his end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At the 31-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Strong.
And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Here's 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 37-yard line.
Strong again.
And he stopped immediately there.
This now a 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap. Fields able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. This seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field. change that up just because you're down a touchdown.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Here we go.
Straight ahead is Strong. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
14 yards into Chicago, first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert.
A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd.
To throw is Fields.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Bears respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Well, they said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Oh, design run for their wideout. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a trunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
That is caught. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The Packers at 3-4 on the year coming into play. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind And in the best way, to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
You look at this Bears defense.
Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Here's 3rd and 7. He's got the hook up with Dobbs.
And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. 7-7, our score after 1. On now is the Packers punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Pulled in at the 24. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Bears take over.
Here we go. Good.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Looking to throw on 2nd down, Fields.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to load that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. 78 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. 2nd down and 4.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And he's going to have the Packers 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. Romeo Dobbs, 53 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead.
Well, we're used to seeing big plays from him in the passing game. That'll obviously go as a rushing touchdown, and what a rushing touchdown it was.
And you got to think to yourself that this coaching staff has looked at his playmaking ability and said to themselves, why are we just going to throw it to him? Let's double his touches and make him a big part of the run game. That big playability that was at the forefront on that one.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
2nd and 10, Fields again.
And his throw here is incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down.
Yards on the punt there. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10.
Ready. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
Ready. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Ready? And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
And even 100 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough at run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Love now on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete.
The out route's such a timing route that sometimes the guy throwing the ball just throws it almost blindly, just kind of counts on that timing winning. And in this case, the ball was batted away.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
So off goes Love. On is Carlson for the Packer field goal.
And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
And they'll accept that penalty.
So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Christian Watson
Taking it in from 14 yards out.
and the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns.
And to me, the key to a wide receiver run like that is getting around the first edge guy. It's often like a punt returner. Make that first guy miss, because if you can do that successfully and get upfield, we know good things can happen. He's able to take that one into the end zone.
Carlson's extra point up and good.
And it's now 21-7.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and forced an incompletion.
And he will have the Bears first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. That's complete to Mooney.
But he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Fields going to hurry his guys to the line. On 2nd down, a run was strong.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Here's Fields.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Here's Fields.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. This time they stay on the ground. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been. A knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. A give left side here for Herbert.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Here we go.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Fields. That's complete to his running back, Herbert.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 25-yard line.
Fields now to throw.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
Fields on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete.
And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 15-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Herbert powering up the middle.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They'll set up the screen for Herbert.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Davis-Price again, and this time he'll get in. Touchdown, Bears.
That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Packers 21, Bears 14.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
That's complete to Dobbs. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down.
Second and 9 at the 18-yard line.
Ready.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 128 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Running game working. Now stick with it on first down. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Ready.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Ready.
Love now. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
Got that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Stopped on the play by Jaquan Brisker.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Out to the left here to Reed. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter.
Here we go.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. To throw now. Here's Love. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. Now Love. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete.
And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Working out of the gun. Love. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Dobbs goes in motion. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. What a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on 3rd down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
They'll start the drive here with an end around. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down, so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Back to throw. Fields.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
Fields changing the play.
Smith will come in motion right.
He'll get it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one, it may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Oh, they're changing this at the line. They throw it out right complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Time becoming a factor, down 2 scores, though they have 2 timeouts and, of course, the 2-minute warning to work with as well.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
At the 18-yard line, a gain of 21 yards. First down, Chicago.
On first down, it's Fields.
It's caught. Smith. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
All eyes on Fields.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he's into the clear. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
And that pick 6, that was the first turnover forced by the defense in this ballgame, CD.
And what's even better is when they finally forced one, they kept the effort up, were able to return it for a score. They could hear their defensive coaches saying to them, hey, getting the interception's great. Can you do more with it? Turn it into a big play. And they did exactly that.
Carlson's extra point up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
No run back here for Jones. A touchback.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have
right on the heels of the pick 6. Another ball intercepted. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
I suppose it wasn't out of the realm of possibility that we could have seen a comeback, but that touchdown should put any hopes of a comeback out of reach. It's been a really quality effort for him here in this one.
And no matter what else you think, you have to admire the initiative to finish things off their way. Don't leave anything to chance, no matter how small the odds of a comeback were. Send it home with a touchdown and get to celebrating.
Carlson's extra point up and good.
And the lead is now 24. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Don't jump. Ready?
Here's 2nd and 10. Fields going to get that out wide to Mooney.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Fields going to change things up here.
Out of the gun now on third down.
There's Mooney with another catch.
And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now. They snap it to Fields. He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Now a first down throw. Fields.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages.
Here we go, son.
To the air again. Fields. That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get two more stops, and escape this drive.
Room to maneuver at the 35.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first three quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.
What a performance. All those points put on the board. And, Charles, it wasn't just by the offense. The defense put some points on the board as well. They were solid today.
Yeah, it was a complete effort to secure the win, and both sides of the ball made big plays. But how demoralizing is it when the opposing defense can take one all the way back against you? And that was the case here. That really sparked them to victory.
So for Green Bay,
they're back to 500 as they move to 4-4 on the year.
And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brady.